What up, YouTube? Back at it again. Happy Friday. You know what the best thing about Fridays is that's when like we get so many drops. First and foremost, go support Tom. Go like, go subscribe. This one's called anti what? Anti what? That's my question. I'm anti onions on any sandwich. I don't know what. I don't think he's talking about that. He might be. I don't really know. I mean, he seems like the type of dude that wouldn't like onions, right? I could be wrong. Uh, first, yeah, like I said, go support Tom. Go like, go subscribe. So we have a new digital album out, either out or coming out, right? Declassified. So yeah, definitely go show some love. Tom's a friend of the channels. Tom's a friend of mine. Tom's my guy. Go like, go subscribe, please. Of course, love to have you guys here as well. Make sure you smash that like. Make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. Dude, I am ready for this weekend. It's been a long week, man. It's been a long week. I'll be honest with you. It's um, usually I get really excited. Well, maybe when I was like 18, 19 years old, I get, 6, 7 years old, I get excited for my birthday week. Not so much anymore, man. This week is like, you have a few of those days where like everything starts going wrong and you're just like, you know what, dude, put me to sleep for like, I want to know how to hibernate. I'm gonna ask a friendly bear or some shit like that. Um, Anyways, let's dive in, Tom. What do we got on anti? Let's go. I'm not anti Friday, that's for sure. Let's go.
They a bunch of Satanists, criminals, murderers, and pedos.
Okay. We are talking about onions. There's layers to this shit. I'm just kidding.
They a bunch of Satanists, criminals, murderers, and pedos. We all pray to God while they worshiping the devil. Yeah, it's Hollywood, the royal family, politicians left and right. They seem anti-American, they anti-Christ. They anti-Christ. They anti-Christ. They seem anti-American, they anti-Christ. It ain't left and right no more, cause now it's good and evil. They used to call it a conspiracy, but now it's real. We see.
Yeah, so we've talked about this before. Now we're bringing like, and rightfully so. Like it's he does a lot of, he has a lot of songs that do gauge your kind of your left and right conversation and appropriately, address that conversation as well. But what we're talking about is don't let don't let Hollywood, don't let the elites, don't let don't let some of those fool you. If he's talking about your P3DOs and we know where that's directed, right? So it's not a left right thing. It's a right and wrong thing, which it always has been, right? And he's framing it as good versus evil, and if for your religious out there. I'm not super religious myself, but I'm also not a dirtbag, so it's to each their own. But yeah, this is obviously it's anti-Christ, anti-Christ, as he said. So I get it, man.
They seem anti-American, they anti-Christ. It ain't left and right no more, cause now it's good and evil. They used to call it a conspiracy, but now it's real. We seen the files and the facts, don't care how you feel. They having pizza parties, and that means they eating people.
I like that line. What did he just say? Something stuck in my head.
They used to call it a conspiracy, but now it's real.
Yeah, that. It's funny about that. Like everything's a conspiracy until like someone's like, all right, well, I got receipts. And then it's like, oh shit, can I read those? It's interesting that that kind of just the disbelief part of culture, and now with access and technology, it makes the no a lot more available.
We seen the files and the facts, don't care how you feel. They having pizza parties, and that means they eating people. This might wake them up. QAnon didn't make it up. Missing kids got flown to Jeffrey's Island by who paid enough. The rich and famous, the young eat human flesh. It ain't for fun, it's ancient ritual, sucking adrenochrome from baby's blood. They call us crazy, but they should be behind bars. They call us liars, cause they don't wanna wanna get charged. They call us conspiracy theorists, but in their hearts they know all the names they call us ain't as bad as what they are. They are Satanists, criminals, murderers, and pedos. We all pray to God while they worshiping the devil.
He's not wrong. Not wrong. You don't have to like outwardly spend your nights sitting down on your knees worshiping the devil to to engage in just horrific shit that you might not even, it might seem normalized to you too. That's the crazy thing. A lot of the people we're referring to here, this shit is just normal day to day because it makes them money. There's no wrong in that. If your goal in life is, regardless of who you run over or who you hurt, is to get that bread, I don't know. We'll see where you end up in the afterlife, right?
Criminals, murderers, and pedos. We all pray to God while they worshiping the devil. Yeah, it's Hollywood, the royal family, politicians left and right. They seem anti-American, they anti-Christ. They anti-Christ. They anti-Christ. They seem anti-American, they anti-Christ. It ain't a culture war no more, the real fight is started. We've been up against each other, but now we the targets. It's the rappers, it's the actors, the elites in charge. It's kings and queens, they all bowing to the prince of darkness. Things ain't getting better, they run the world with rich investors. The cult came from Egyptian deserts, now they cannibals in Gucci sweaters. Using AI to fuel agendas, control the news, the truth, the weather. Now we're ruled by a group of dudes who are all satanic child molesters. They call us crazy, but they should be behind bars. They call us liars cause they
I couldn't agree more.
Molesters. They call us crazy, but they should be behind bars. They call us liars cause they don't wanna get charged. They call us conspiracy theorists, but in their hearts they know all the names they call us ain't as bad as what they are. They are Satanists, criminals, murderers, and pedos. We all pray to God while they worshiping the devil. Yeah, it's Hollywood, the royal family, politicians left and right. They seem anti-American, they anti-Christ. They anti-Christ. They anti-Christ. They seem anti-American, they anti-Christ.
You know what, one of the things I love about Tom, man, is he'll drop a song like this that will literally light a fire under you and piss you off on purpose. And then like a week from now, he'll get out there with like just acoustic guitar, just and just take your soul away and make you cry. You know what I mean? I kind of love that versatility. And we kind of have grown to know and expect and appreciate this side, because honestly, like there's not a lot of artists that there are some. I look at a lot of songs day to day, so that use their platform to actually spread a message, rather than just rapping or singing about, weapons or drugs or sex or, just nonsense, day-to-day shit, just, that people sing about. Love lost, that's a popular one, has been forever. But if you have a platform, what's he, 4 or 5 million deep now on this? 5.25 million. If you have a platform, then I think, yeah, I kind of love using it to, if you have opinions and regardless, yeah, this dude probably gets more hate than most, musicians. I don't know how much time he spends in his comment sections. I spend 0 in his comment sections, but I know he's very controversial, so I'd imagine a lot of people probably have some things to say. And but like it's not like a stirring the pot, because like it's not a fear of getting backlash. It's a fear of not saying shit. And that's where that importance lies, right? Is I would rather say some shit and get punched in the face than not say anything, right? It's I don't know, what's the saying, like, I'd rather fight on my feet than die on my knees, or there's whatever it is, and you know what I'm talking about. But it's kind of like I'm not going along with your norms or whatever. If you take a look around you, shit's not right. And I mean, the things he's saying, they sound like vicious, but like the weird thing is that's truth. That's how weird it is. is that that's not just him, just randomly shotgunning fucking hate around. It's not at all. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna repeat this again because you guys aren't paying attention. And that shit's wild to me. But anyways, I could talk for days. Go support Tom. Go like, go subscribe, please. Love to have you guys here as well. Make sure you smash that like. Make sure you're subscribed. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your Friday, your weekend, your month, your year, your life, your afterlife. We'll talk to the next.